Hello YouTube. So today hero of the day is pork shoulder picnic. I don't know where they're coming with these names. Maybe somebody can tell me. But the idea is this, that's the front leg of the pork. Actually the upper part of the leg, which is missing here. And we will be cooking it. Very simple, very easy, very tasty. Could be for the party, could be for the breakfast, could be any kind of a dish out of it, because you know you can really cut pieces and just with something you can make a lot of things out of it. But let's cook it first, let's see what we will get, and then you will tell me what we can do with it. So ingredients to be used: garlic. Now garlic is a little bit tricky. It's about it's about 1.5 heads of the garlic. I cut them into 2 to 3 pieces. Why? I will be making holes all over the place and pushing garlic in. I find out this is the best way to enter garlic deeper into the meat, and actually you will love to find that garlic when it's already cooked. So garlic. Another main ingredient is salt. As you understand, you need a lot of it. It's bigger piece of meat. Another part, just pepper. I will add some red crushed pepper for the very light kick. And we do have herbs from the garden. It's not fresh, it's springtime now. It's not fresh, it was frozen in a freezer. But we love to use that with the meats. It's way better taste than dry ones. And because we have them, so we enjoy them. After the spices, it will be in a fridge for another probably around 12 hours. Then cooking time depends. Usually you will do 275 up to 325 and 4 to 6 hours. Trust me, time is essence. It makes such a huge difference for the meat, you cannot believe it. So it will be long cooking time. I will not be doing that on a smoker because it's just too much. I would think too much, but in an oven it's perfect. So let's do it. First, knife. I have a knife which is pretty narrow. This way I can put a deep hole and push the garlic in. So let's do it. Now, don't try to make some kind of any kind of sequence, because there is a bone inside. You sometimes will hit it, so garlic will go harder. But if you will put a lot of it, you really will enjoy it. Now you see there is a bone, just to cut sideways. And push it if it doesn't want to go, just push it. Here we go. Now, if you find the skin, it's not a problem. It goes into the skin too. That's why sharp knife is recommended. With the skin I cut a little bit bigger hole, just because even if it goes just under the skin, it's perfect. Okay, now let's flip it aside a little bit. Now I will be making a couple holes. Now skin you can make even more holes at one time. It's easier to find them. No, here it is, bone. good, that looks good. Okay, step number 1 done. So we put garlic in. Next step, salt. Now don't be shy for the salt. It's a big piece of meat, so it will take a lot of salt. Now, I have something interesting here. It's actually not only a board, it's the same way a small or a little bit bigger tray, not tray, sorry. It's a little bit bigger, like a Tupperware tank, which I will cover and I will put in it in the fridge. But in this case, you see, it's way easier for me to show you and use the salt, because otherwise I just will lift it up. Now, don't be shy. Don't go crazy, but don't be shy. Now, massage the salt. It will get into the cuts where the garlic is, and automatically it will go better under the skin. Inside left, which is this one we did already. Okay. Now, salt's done. Next part. And try to keep that pretty much in sequence, because that's exactly what will be happening. If you will put greens now, they just will slide all over the place. They need to put at the last moment and just press in. So salt, pepper, the same story. Don't be shy. Okay, done. Next step, a little bit of a red crushed pepper. And again, that a little bit could be depending on what you're looking for. And now last step, I will try to start with the skin part. And as you see, both hands are getting dirty, but that's what we will put on the bottom. And now the rest of it. Really? That's it. Now all of that will go into fridge. Again, it will go overnight, so probably 12 hours. After that, I will put that in the oven. I don't know yet. 275 to 325. And then we will cook for 4 to 6 hours to internal, probably 185, 195. That's the best. It's a pulled pork temperature. So it will be really, really good. And that's the beginning of a very nicely cooked pork shoulder picnic. Okay, 12, actually more than that, hours in spices. As you see, it looks really nice. Sorry for the light, it's natural, just a little bit light under the microwave, but all looks really good. After short discussion, temperature will be 325. 2 hours will be covered, so I will cover it with aluminum foil on top. So 2 hours will be covered. After that, 2 hours definitely will be uncovered, and possibly we will turn on a broiler to get a crisp on the skin. I'll try to keep you posted through the process, but for now, not ready to go to the oven, so I will cover it and Really, that's it? See you later. 2 hours passed. As you just to understand where we at and what we have. 130. Only 1/6. So what will happen next? This is bone. Yep. Bone. It's still a long way to go. What we will do, we will increase temperature to 350 because it's actually a pretty big piece. I didn't expect that to be so big. And we will put for another 2 hours, but we will put for another 2 hours open. That's how it looks like 4 hours later. Now let's see how the temperature is going. As you see, it's fully cooked, but it's not the temperature what I'm looking for. Again, I'm looking for 185 to possibly pulled pork temperature 195. So it still will go in, definitely for definitely for another hour. I wanna melt that fat cap a little bit more, but as you see, it really looks good. So another hour open, then I'll show you again and we will see what we're doing with the, and here we have it. Let's see, 189, 199, 193. So physically temperature is going all over the place depending on a place which you measure it. Now, how it looks in total. You hear the sound. All is done, all is ready, but to get it nice, I still will cover with foil and I will leave it in a hot oven for another hour up to 2 hours. So it still will take some time, but it will be wonderful. And here we have it. All is done. The cooking time was 325, 2 hours covered, 350, 2 hours open. Checked everything, was not enough. Did another hour on 350, then it was good, and left for another hour and a half covered with the oven off. I mean in the hot oven, but oven was off. So total time is about 7 hours, but let's see what we have here. All is tender. It is falling off the bones. You can see that here. It's enough just to turn it, and here it is. Bones. Cuts. When it's cold you can do whatever you want, but when it's hot, watch out, because if you will try to cut skin, it could fall apart. But all the things are juicy. Here it is, our wonderful garlic. If you want, skin is still crust. So really that's it. Slice it the way you want to. Enjoy it. So if you want a hot meal, you have it now. If you will cool it off, you can use it for sandwiches, cold cuts, anything what you would like to do it with. You can use for salads even. Add pieces of pork. And if you look, still we do have some fat cap. So if people don't want that, it's easily removable. I personally love it, especially when it's cold. So really, that's it. And that was really smoking.